Welcome back, Soul Tribe. For those of you new to my channel, welcome. Let's check the vibe today. What does Spirit have to say to you? Spirit, what do you have to say to the collective today? Okay. A lot of smoke, collective, a lot of smoke. Let's clear the energy. Okay, Spirit. Let's check the vibe. Now remember, if it doesn't resonate, don't try to make it fit. This is a general message. Okay, this is not specific. If it doesn't resonate, do not try to force it to fit. What does my soul tribe, what does the collective need to know, Spirit? Go ahead, Spirit, spill it. What does the collective need to know about the person and their energy? Oh, wow. Right at the gate. Karmics collective. Jeez. You will put in a third party dynamics. My goodness. All right. We're hitting the ground running, collective. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this third party energy. Tell me more, Spirit. What does the collective need to know about the person on their mind? The person in your energy thinks you're very nurturing and you give back. There's give and take. You have good vibes. You've always had good vibes. But at this moment, you're not concerned about this person anymore. You're in celebration mode. Tell me more, Spirit. My goodness. Yes. A love affair. You were their dirty little secret. Okay. They kept you hidden. And now you've closed the door on them because you found out that they were keeping you in this third party energy. I'm focused on this heart. Yeah, they don't have your heart anymore. You locked the door, collective. You've locked the door. And now they're being very introspective. They're doing a lot of self-reflecting. There's a lot of self-reflection. Unanswered questions. Unanswered questions. Tell me more, Spirit. There's distance between you. Some of you may be in no contact. Some of you in very little contact, if any. There's distance. They ghosted you. They ran. There's a separation. In some cases, there may be a divorce. But either way, there's distance between you. They put you in that third party dynamics. Very low vibrational. They feel that you've burned the bridge. Once you found out, you've burnt that bridge. There's a lack of trust now. There's no loyalty. And you feel that they turn their back on you by putting you in that third party dynamics. Yeah. And this distance that they created, they ghosted you. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, but baby, there's consequences to their actions. They made some bad choices and they gave you some mixed signals that you don't appreciate that. But there's consequences and they know it. Tell me more, Spirit. Because now you drew the line in the sand, baby. You're in Queen of Swords energy. You have your sword up and you have boundaries. And you're not letting them cross. And it doesn't matter how into their feelings they are about you. Your sword is up. You're not allowing any disrespect anymore. You've said to yourself, enough is enough. But they are so into their feelings that they don't know what to do with themselves. They were very inconsiderate and greedy with your time and energy. And you've had enough. You're done. You're done with that. Tell me more, Spirit. What does the collective need to know? This person was wearing a mask. And they were deceptive. They were wearing a mask. They were leading and living a double life. They wanted their cake and they wanted to eat it too. They were hiding. They were hiding from themselves as well. You made them face themselves when you walked away. And now, look, you blocked them. And they're in waves of emotions, baby. They're rolling in it. The fear and worry that you're not going to let them in anymore. After they did that, they put you in that third party situation. You blocked them. You moved on. That's too many, Spirit. That's too many. Tell me more, Spirit. What else does the collective need to know about the person on their mind? Anything else from this deck? You were dealing with a very conniving person. This doesn't necessarily need to be physical, psychological, or verbal abuse. They could have just been conniving, disrespectful, manipulative. Okay, you're done with this. You don't want this in your life anymore. This was toxic, collective. Very toxic. Very selfish. Sneaky. They were masked. They had hidden intentions and a hidden agenda. They're stagnant. They've reached a dead end. They are stuck in that situation. They can't seem to get out of it. But you know what? You woke up and you smelled the roses, collective. And they can't stand to see you in this glow up. You have new opportunities. You're being successful at what you're doing. And the glow up is massive that they are feeling it. So this waves of emotions, it's not only about how they feel about you. Okay? They also feel you with your boundaries, your sword up, and you know what? You're kicking ass and taking names, baby. You're in your glow up. And they feel it. They feel it. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? Anything else that the collective needs to know about the person on their mind from this deck? Oh boy, collective. They've become antisocial and paranoid. And this has made them very, very bitter and angry. They snap. Very resentful. They're shattered. They feel like a failure. And you know what? You know what's up. You're sipping that tea. You know what's up, collective. But there's people around them that all they do is spread gossip, and they're very nosy in their business. That's why they're paranoid. And they are getting out of the scene because people are in their business. They're guarded, insecure. Yeah, they should be. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? Oh, 3. This person deep down knows that you are their soulmate. For some, a twin flame connection. There is always going to be a deep pull toward this person. They feel that they could have established a life with you, but instead they have it with somebody else. And they're still wishing for a second chance from you. They are deep in regret. They're deep in their feelings. They think about all the time that you spent together, not only of the past, but in the future. They still think of you, collective, and a life that you can have together. They want to build. They want to build with you. But they don't know if it's too late. They feel that it's too late because you have done the healing and you are in self-care mode in your glow up. So you're working on yourself and they're thinking about this deep introspection about what they did to you, what went wrong, and how can they get you back, because you are in a different plane right now, collective. You're different vibes. You have different vibes. You're vibing. And you don't need them. And that scares them more than anything else. But you've shut that door. And that's it. Hit the road, Jack. Yeah. They're in isolation because you left them alone. They feel rejected now. And yes, they may be your divine masculine. They're in masculine energy right now. But they are also a father figure. They're an emperor energy. Okay? They're disciplined. They did not want to let you know how they felt about you. They kept away. They kept you in that third party dynamic, third party situation. And they have a family. Because with father figure here. But you know what, collective? You're divinely protected. Because the divine intervened and Archangel Michael surrounds your energy. You are protected, collective. You are protected from harm. Anything else from this deck, Spirit? They miss the intimacy, the closeness. They miss everything about you. They get lost in thoughts of you. This has created major tension. They are so stressed out and worried that there will be no reunion. Anything else, Spirit? They're exhausted and they're suffering in silence because they want to reach out to you and they feel that they can't because of this door. More importantly, collective, they feel that they can't reach out because you have recharged and you have let them go. Boom. Yes, collective. Indeed. Now, what guidance, Spirit, do you have for my soul tribe? What guidance do you have for the collective? Okay, Spirit. Spirit. Ooh. Let it be messy. Your breakthrough is coming, collective. Sometimes messy is beautiful. Look at this beautiful garden. You know what? Let it be. Let it be messy. Because what's coming, it's going to be big. You're breaking down walls, collective. You're breaking down walls. This is too many, Spirit. I know you have a lot to say to the collective. What else do you want to say? What other guidance do you have? Say yes to you. Turn the page. You could rewrite your story, collective. So turn the page, move on, and say yes to you. Say yes to you. Anything else, Spirit? Any other message and guidance that you have for my collective? One more, Spirit. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. This is the same one. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Take the leap, collective. Take the leap. Be the fool. Okay? Explore. It's okay to want more and it's safe. Spirit is telling you and guiding you. Take that leap. It's safe to want more. It's okay to want more. Who said you couldn't do it? Nobody. Take the leap. Nothing changes if you wait. Wow. Power. This is power. Take the leap, collective. Nothing's going to change if you wait. Take that leap. Take that leap. Collective, this is powerful. Do what you got to do. My soul tribe, I hope this energy read has given you clarity, the clarity that you need to take that leap. Click, like, subscribe, and share. If you want any other clarity decode, check it out. The link is in my bio. And until next time, keep it real.